Hey everyone, KingBrew121 here with the knife review for you. This one's going to be about the Svord Peasent knife. As you can see, it's got the crazy tang of the knife going out a bit. It's a non-lock back. The basic theory of the locking position is that your hand is over where the tang of the blade wants to release in order to go into the closing position. That's the whole theory behind the knife, and so far it's held up pretty well. Well, I'll explain that to you in a bit here though. So, first a few basic specs. The knife is, well, it's about over 3 inches. Definitely not 3 3/4, but it's maybe 3.5 or so inches. Now, the handle is made out of plastic, and it rests in your pocket just like that. So when you go to put it in your pocket, the tang of the knife is sticking out just over there. Now, it does have a lanyard hole, but I don't think I would find having a lanyard on that hole there to be very, well, comforting, because the hole is basically disappeared when it's in here. And if it's sticking up just a tad from there being a lanyard, that'd look funky, and it just it wouldn't be the same. It is changeable. You can take this thing apart. Just have some basic flathead screws there, very heavy duty. You can also tighten the handle to make it tighter, so when you close it, it's harder to open, or harder to close in this case. The way I close this thing, pretty easy. I hold like this. My fingers are in the way, yes, but my palm stops the tang from going any further. I take my fingers away and I just snap it closed. Clamp it down for a little bit of tension. There you can see it's not going anywhere, not even in your pocket or anything. So in that case, it is safe to wear in the pocket. Now, I mentioned the construction of this is so that it's a non-locking knife. The whole theory behind it, get it open for you guys, is that it locks when it goes in between the two handle scales. Your hand, although, is the locking mechanism itself. So when you clamp down on the knife, it uses the pressure from your hand to withhold the knife from wanting to close on your hand. So as long as your hand is over that tang of the knife will not close on your fingers. So in that case, it's pretty good, as long as you don't let go for any reason like that. Now, the knife is of a carbon variety. Noticed it rusting once, I think. Made in New Zealand. I don't know if you can see that there. A little bit of a New Zealand and Svord stamped on there. I haven't owned any other knives from Svord, but very good knife. You get this little package here. Peasant knife. And if you open it here, it shows your warranty and a little bit of the history on the knife. I'm going to read this to you guys. Not just any old knife, but a B.W. Baker peasant knife. Such old concept that it's new. So new that it's old. B.W. Baker, master cutler, felt that the idea of creating his latest knife range was calling to him from the past, using old-fashioned methods and relying on the oldest low-tech methods. Svord proudly presents their peasant knife. What does it do? Well, it cuts. Sure, there are knives today around that sprout scissors, saw blades, and an entire motor mechanics toolkit, laser beams, and micro cell phones. Such knives have lost the very reason for their existence. That's high tech for you. If you want a knife to cut things with, the Svord peasant knife is for you. So basically, it's just an introduction. Well, one of the more interesting things that the design was from the days when peasants had pockets but no money to fill them. Just the knife. The B.W. Baker peasant knife is based on models used in Bohemia and Bavaria 300 to 400 years ago. Easy to use, to carry, and open. Awfully hard to put down. Now that speaks wonders and much truth to this knife. It is very hard to put down. I would trust this in a go kit in my car any day. It's light. It's small for a medium. Well, I would say it's a large. Yeah, a large folder. For a large folder, it's very light, very durable and heavy duty. Like, the knife's length is only 3.5 inches, but whew, can this thing baton through a lot. I mean, with just a little bit of a nub sticking out there, it can go through a lot of stuff with batoning. The tip is very, very durable, as I'm sure the steel is. Comes to you in like a convex edge, and so just out of the box it's razor sharp. But I redid this up to make it a flat grind, or whatever you call a flat angle grind, and it seems to be cutting just as well. Definitely abrasive when I put it against the thumb there. Anyway, very sharp knife. I might have some paper here for a demonstration, but that would mean getting up and taking you along with me. So I'm going to wrap this up. This is King Baru 121 here talking about the Svord Peasent knife. Take care, y'all.